Hello everyone, right now we are going to learn about the use of image in HTML, and this is really very important. Do you know why? Because when you will design or develop a website, you must have to put the images on your site. Therefore, you need to know how you will place some images on your HTML site. So let's start from the beginning. But therefore, we have to do one thing. The thing is, the folder we have created, this HTML and CSS folder, we need to place the images over there, because I'm going to show you the 3 different ways for adding images on your HTML site. Therefore, we need to place an image. So you can see here I pasted an image inside my HTML CSS folder, and you can see here that till now we have 3 things in our folder: index page, about page, and finally this test image page. But we don't have any other folder inside this HTML and CSS folder. But right now I want to add this image in our site. Okay, so let's learn this first process. So for adding an image, you have to take the image tag and the image tag called img. This is the image tag. Then you have to press space, and then now you have to declare the attributes. So therefore you have to type src, that means source. Okay, and inside this quotation mark you have to type the name of your image. So what is the name of our image? Let's take a look. Our image name is test image. So therefore I need to write the name, and the extension of this image is JPG. Okay, so therefore we need to write the extension and the name as well. We need to write the both. So how you will check the extension? You just have to click with your image, and you just have to right click with your mouse. Then you will have these properties, and in details or in general you can have these things that this is the type of image, that JPG. Okay, so once this is done, you just have to click OK. Okay, so right now let's get back to our Visual Studio Code, and in here at first we have to type the name of the image. So what is our image name? Test image. Then you have to type the extension of image. So our image extension is JPG. Therefore we need to put dot, and then you have to type JPG. Okay, and now I have to type, after the closing quotation mark, I have to type this greater than sign. And now let me save it. And let's take a look in our live server. So let me scroll down my page, and you can see here the images appeared, but you can see the total black area. Okay, so if you move this pointer at right side, then you may have this image. Do you know why this image is placed in big size or in large size? Because the resolution of the image is too large. Okay, so we just added the image in here. Now we will learn how you will resize, or how you will set the size of image in HTML. Okay, so this is a very simple process, and we just learned how you will add the image. At first, what you have to type? You have to type image tag. Then you have to type the attributes, and the attributes called src. Then you have to type the name of the image. Okay, but right now what we have to do? We have to change the image size. And how you will do that? You can do that very easily. Okay, so for changing the image size, you have to type width after the closing quotation mark and before the greater than sign. So let's take a space first, and I'm writing width, width. Then you have to type the equal mark and opening and closing quotation mark, and inside the opening and closing quotation mark you have to type the pixel of the width. Like as an example, let me type 500, and for height you have to take another space after the closing quotation mark, and you need to take a space, and let me type height, and inside the height let me type 700 and let me save it, and let's take a look. Okay, now you can see that we got a different size image in here. Now we can change the height, now we can change the width as well. So now it seems the height is quite bigger and the image is not seems perfect. Therefore I need to resize it. So instead of 700 pixel, I want to go for 500. Let me save it. Okay, now it looks much better than before. Okay, but you can see that this image is placed that click here and about this links page, but I want to place this image after the about page. So how you will do that? Can you remember these things, how you will place this image after the about page? Yes, you are right, you have to use a line breaker. Therefore in line number 52 I am using a line breaker, and therefore the line breaker tag is BR. And now let me save it, and you can see here that image is placed properly after the about page. Okay, so you just learned how you will add the image directly from the folder. But what you will do if you have plenty of images, or if you want to organize this website structure properly? Therefore what you will do, suppose you were building a big website and there are plenty of pages, plenty of images, plenty of contents, and if you put all the stuffs in a single folder in here, it will be really difficult for you when you will re-edit the website or when you will modify the website. It will be really tough for you to find out all the objects, because all the objects or all the essential things are combinedly placed in here. Therefore the good practice is you must always have to create a folder for image. Let me show you an example. Right now we have the files. These three things are not folder, these three things are files, and these three files are placed inside this HTML and CSS. Inside the HTML and CSS folder I want to create another folder, and therefore you just have to right click with your mouse. Here is the new option, and from there you will get this folder option. So let me write image. Okay, so I just used the name of the folder is image, and I want to open this image folder. Okay, my folder is empty, but I don't want to keep my folder empty. I want to add an image in here. So let me paste some image inside this folder. Okay, so you can see here that I pasted an image inside my image folder, and I written the image name is folder image. And let's take a look the properties or the extension. You can see here the extension or the properties is JPG. Okay, let me close it. Okay, right now I want to add this image to our index page. So how we will do that? Let's do that. So I'm going to take another line in line number 54, and let me type my image tag, and then I have to use my attributes src, and then you have to type in here in different ways, because this test image.jpg, this image was directly placed inside the main folder. This is the image and it's placed directly in the main folder, but this folder image, this image is placed inside the image folder. This is a folder and I placed an image inside the image folder, and I want to add this image to our website. Therefore we have to follow some different process. How you will do that? You can do that very easily. So inside this opening and quotation mark, you have to type first the folder name. So our folder name is image. Then you have to type slash. Then you have to type the name of the image. So you can see here already we have the suggestion that the name of our image is folder image.jpg. So you have to type these things, or you can just use the tab button. So I'm using this tab button. Okay, and now you have to use this greater than sign. Okay, now let me save it. and you can see here the image is placed, but we have to follow the same process as like before because the resolution of the image is quite high. That's why we have to set up the image width and height. So same process as like before. Let me type width and let me type 500 pixel, height 500 pixel, and let me save it. Okay, now you can see that we have our images properly placed in here. Okay, so this is how you will add the image directly from the folder, and this is how you will add the image from the subfolder.